What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to SuttyTrades, where we are always moving forward. Okay, so just do a quick little update. Haven't taken any trade yet on the MyForex funds because I'm sticking to the 15-minute waiting for 4-hour an area of interest within the 4-hour or around the 4-hour, and then taking on the 15 minutes. So nothing really has presented itself. But on the FTMO trial, I have been looking at the EURUSD. So we pushed up kind of in and around an area I was interested in. Took my first trade, ended up, sorry, just turn the AC on. It is hot here. So as I was saying, took the first trade on the 3-minute, ended up getting stopped out. It didn't even turn back. So then I kind of went and I looked to the next area of interest and waited for the change of character or the reversal or whatever you want to call it. So let me quickly take it to the chart so I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so my first entry was, I think it was over here somewhere, guys. It just pushed straight through. So now where we are, you can see this, as we got the change of characters, how I look at a change of character is, for example, here we had a high, we had that high broken, if I move this down here, we had that high broken, right? And then straight away we had the low broken. That's what I consider to be a change of character, right? So on the 1 minute and the 3-minute, there was this order block here. And as you can see, I mean, even if I had, which I did, I had my order placed there, it missed it because of spread. I think even if there was zero spread, I probably would have just missed it. So it just by a hairline missed the entry there, guys. So then I waited for the next opportunity, which was here. As you can see, a nice push down, leaving a nice order block, came back in, tapped us in. So we are now in this trade. And I have still got this position waiting and pending. So if this pushes all the way up and stops us out, we will be in the next trade, and hopefully we will then get at least a 1 to 2 to, you know, at least knock out our loss. This one I'm looking for about a 1 to 4. I have this over there marked up because that's kind of the next area that I think price might react to. Whether or not it'll bounce off and then keep going, I don't know. So I might look at potentially waiting for something down here to close half. But price just needs to kind of make a move now. So, you know, it's kind of dancing around here. I'm hoping price will now start kind of pushing down, and, you know, best case scenario, it comes up, taps us in, and then goes down. So we're in two trades, but that's unlikely. I think if it comes up here, it's going to stop us out, and then we'll be in that trade. It hasn't yet come and tested. This purple box up here is actually an unmitigated 15-minute OB. And then we've got this red over here, which is actually, I think it's liquidity. So I was looking at potential, you know, potentially coming up there. So, I mean, price at the moment is still pushing up. So we might end up going back to this there, and then it comes down. So we'll have to just wait and see what happens. So I'd like this one to at least come to 1 to 1. If it's going this slowly, if we can get it to 1 to 1, then maybe we can at least close 50% of this order. 1 to 1 is over there. So that's kind of what I'm hoping we can come into, close 1 to 1, and then at least we are getting 50% of our risk back, right? And then if we push all the way down to here, which is about I think it was close to a 4, and it's almost a 2.5 R. So we will make back our loss plus 1, I think. So not too bad. I mean, we could potentially, even if you were to look at the 4-hour, we could potentially look at all the way down here because there's a lot of imbalance over here. So if we were to look at, okay, let's say this next area of imbalance as our kind of area, maybe 50% of that to be honest, because normally it'll go to about 50%. So let's see what that will actually give us. So that'll be a nice 1, 2, 6. So maybe I can target that. Price pushing down nicely now. Hopefully we can get our 1 to 1, guys. So I'm going to look at that potentially. I'm going to wait to see if price starts reacting off of this. Then I might just close. It's still around a 1.4. So let's just see how it goes, guys. I will update you. Hopefully we can also get a trade on my Forex funds. My Forex funds I'm just being a lot more cautious on. I'm trying not to trade just for the sake of trading. I'm trying to look for kind of more high probability setups, so that, you know, even if we get to the 3rd week and we're around like 5-6%, you know, then maybe I can push it. Worst case scenario, we get the free retake. You know, I don't mind the free retake. Obviously, I want to try and win get the pass, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we can get a nice setup on something today. But this one looks like it's working nicely. As I said, I'm going to keep trading the FTMO trial with this strategy, which is still waiting for those areas to be hit, but then like dropping right down to the 5, the 3, or even the 1, and waiting for that change of character, waiting for that, you know, the indication that price is. So let's say we're in a bullish trend, indication that the sellers are coming in. Okay. And I think I've almost got to a point to maybe where I can close 1 to 1 here. So let's just have a look. Maybe we can do that. So these entries, TP1, TP2, TP whatever, is for this. I'm going to push all the way to TP5 actually. So I'm hoping we can come and tap into our TP1 to get at least 50% back, and then if we push all the way to that 5 or 6 R, that's still 2.5 R plus the half R, so it'll be 3 R. So we'll get our loss back and still make 2 R, which, you know, I'm pretty good with that. That's $100. Should take us up to close to $300, I think. Oh, look at that! Look! Pushing down. Can we get our 1 to 1? So what I would normally do once I see it moving like this, I will just get ready. So as you can see, my volume is 0.72. So what I'll do is 0.36 is what I'm looking at closing when it hits around $50. And then I will bring my stop loss to entry. So worst case scenario, we get at least half back. So let's see. Hopefully we can still keep pushing down now. I think, you know, price action now is showing that, you know, there's a change, and there is a lot of areas down below, further down, that price still wants to go to, that I've marked up. That's, you know, I think price can drop now, but who knows? You know, this is this is the Forex market. You know, all we can do is look at what's happening and react off of that. But I'm hoping we can break this the last low. If we can break that last low, I think we're going to hit the 1 to the TP5. We should hit it fairly easy. But that's the next real kind of barrier, really, is that last to the previous low. If we can break that, see, the problem is now if we have this broken and then we break that, it's another change of character back to the upside, which we don't want. So let's just see what happens, guys. Go back to here. So I mean, price now is kind of being very annoying. Let's just see, guys. I hope we don't break this previous lower high, because that means we might get another change and it might push further up again, which I really don't want. But I do have that other pending order as a backup. Worst case scenario, we lose all 3, in which case I will call it for the day. 3 losses, I call it. So let's see, guys. I will update you soon. We'll catch you in a bit. Bye for now. Hey guys. Oh my god, almost choked. Oh my coffee. What's up guys? Back again, just continuing from where we left off. It is now Friday. The previous part I actually filmed yesterday. So let's just update you guys. My Forex funds, I didn't actually get any trades yesterday. There was one setup I was looking at, and as it came into play, I had actually already gone out because, you know, we're back into the swing of things now. I'm Tuesday, Thursday, I'm back to coaching gymnastics, and you know, it kind of cuts my days down. So unfortunately, I didn't get the trade. I'll show you what I was looking at, and then I'll talk to you about what happened on the FTMO trial, which has kind of got me thinking that maybe I just need to trade the My Forex funds the same way. So let's just get stuck in, guys. I'm going to take you to the chart that we're looking at. This was Euro US dollar. This trade over here was actually the backup trade for the FTMO, which ended up getting us, I think, about almost 1 to 2, where I went to break even. So we got about $36. We were risking $50. Came back to stop us out. So with the 2 losses, we had $100. We were $100 down, and then we made $36 back. So obviously, I was looking for another trade. I then went out, and you can see this was actually, I was also looking at this for the My Forex funds. And actually, this purple area here was an area that I was looking at. I wanted price to tap into there, and I was going to look at trading. If price was pushing up heavily and it was kind of looking like it's going to tap into this, which it looks like it might still do, into this red one, which is actually liquidity further left. But I would have probably looked at placing my trade here on the 15-minute, might even have gone down to the 5, taking the 5-minute ATR, which was 50. So you're looking at about a 10 pip. So let's see what that gives us. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, which gives us a little bit of room above that liquidity area. So I mean, worst case scenario, you'd be coming to here and bouncing off. This would have got our 1 to 1 easily, and then would have got our 1 to 3 as well. I probably would have closed it at 1 to 3 because we were hitting another order block. I think this might have been another area that I was, because I think this kind of blue area here was kind of where I'd be looking at taking my profit, to be honest. So I probably would have closed on the 1 to 3, which would have been a 1.5, 2R. But you know, I'd already gone to gymnastics, so I missed that one, unfortunately. But still no loss. But this is now 3 consecutive days after a very good start where we haven't moved forward. We haven't moved back, but we haven't moved forward. So, you know, because I'm busy and now we're back into the swing of things, it's no longer holiday, you know, I don't have as much time to sit in front of the charts and you know, trade. So that kind of got me thinking, you know, we're now in the plan and we're in the thing for real. So I can't afford to have days where I don't trade, especially when we go potentially into the Lux account moving forward, where you have to trade every day. If you want to move from one account to the next, you want to upgrade, you have to trade every day for 2 months, get your 10%, and then you upgrade to the next one. And that's my plan, is every 2 months I want to be moving to the next size account. So it got me thinking, you know, even yesterday with 2 losses and the one kind of break-even trade and then one good trade. So we traded 4 trades yesterday. And we still ended up making over $100 profit. So even with our $100 loss to start, we still came back and made $200 on top of that. So we still made $100. So, you know, I think as long as you're waiting for price to go into that area of interest, and then you drop down and you wait for that change of character on the lower time frame, and then you take your trade and you keep trading, even if you take 3. Let's say for every 4 trades I'm taking, I'm still getting the one that goes to 1 to 3, 1 to 5. Worst case scenario, I take out my loss, and then, you know, I can potentially still get profit. So what's that? It's like a 33% win rate. And I think this version of the strategy's win rate is actually higher than that. I think you're probably looking at more like a 60% win rate with this one. So with that kind of win rate, it makes sense to trade this way if you need to trade every day. You know, if I need to get in those trades every single day, it just makes sense to do this. So let me go over the FTMO ones, guys. So obviously this was the one that we got $36 back from our $100. And then early evening after I got back from, just drink some coffee. One more sip. Okay, I think I'm okay now. So, where was I? Let's go over, yeah, so after gymnastics, I came back and there was an alert that came through on the EURUSD. So I placed 2 orders. The first one got that, and I think I closed half at about 2R, and then I let it go to, I was looking for 3R, so that was 1.5. So it was a little, I think we made just a little over 1, so I think we ended up making about 150 maybe. Yeah, it must have been about a 1.5R closing at 3. Yeah, I think so, right? I can't remember. No, actually it might have been a 2R because it's 1.5 close 1.5 at, yeah, so I think it was 2R. If you close at 3, you're still getting 2, right? Because it's 1.5 and then you're half. Yeah, so we ended up making 3R, which is about 150 on that trade, guys. Plus the 30 was yeah, closer to 200. So I think on this one, we did hit the 1 to 3. But I actually closed the first part of the trade at about 1 to 2. So I think we made about, it was closer to 200. It wasn't quite 1 to 2, it was almost 1 to 2. So I think with this trade, it was probably around 170 maybe, around that sort of profit. And then with that 36 earlier, I think it was 200 for those 2 minus the 100 loss for the 2 trades. So we still made $100 on this one. This trade was another trade I was looking at, but as soon as this one triggered and it got out 1 to 1.5, I just closed this one because I didn't really want to run with 2 trades overnight. But this would have got my profit, would have come back, and I would have got another profit. But you know, it was late at night, so I didn't really want to be looking at the charts. So anyway, that was our FTMO, and this is why I want to trade this method now, even with the My Forex funds, because I think, you know, you're in and out the market a lot quicker. You get your 1 to 1, 1 to 2 potentially quite quickly, and then you're kind of like, you know, just letting the trade play out. And even if you get three stops in a row and that 4th one moves the right way, you can still get your break even for the day, you know, and then move to another one and go again. So even if I got 3 losses and then a win, and I'm kind of break even, I'll go again. Because then if I get 2 losses and a win, I'm then ahead of the game, you know. So this version of the strategy, provided you're starting to look for that change of character in your area of interest from a higher time frame, you know, I think the win rate is actually pretty good. I think it's around like even if it's a 50% win rate, it's going to be very good, and we're going to be moving forward. Because I can potentially have a 33% win rate and still break even. So it's not bad at all, guys. And if I'm getting a 1 to 5, then, you know, that win rate can be even lower and we'll still break even. It's actually a pretty good version of the strategy, guys. And I mean, if we go over to the FTMO Metrix, this proves it, right? This is as clean a start and a graph as I've had for a long time, you know. So even with this $100 loss there, we still made $100 profit for the day. So, I mean, really not bad at all, guys. Our win rate currently is 73%. We have a RR of 1.43. I think it probably should be higher than that, to be honest. So there you can see our loss for yesterday. So with the profit I made, so the reason that's showing 44, so we had the $100, obviously, then we made back $37, and then when I closed 50% of this other order, it was still in this day, and then the remainder was obviously after midnight, so it counted the 122 there. So I think that's why it's done that. So looking really good, guys. We are only like 100 and what are we on now? 318. Yeah, like 120 away, guys. We could potentially make this pass today, and that's going to be my target, is to pass this FTMO today. And I'm also going to trade the MFF account the same way. So that's how we're moving forward, guys. We're just going to go for it, and I'm very confident with this version of my strategy. It's still my strategy, but it's just lower time frame, and you know, the management is slightly different. If you guys are interested in me doing a video on this version of the strategy that's getting me this results, just give me pop a comment in the comments below. Just say, I'd like to see you do it, and I'll do it. If I have enough people asking for it, I will do a video where I go, start to finish, exactly how I am trading my strategy now. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. Start looking for some setups for the day, and then we will hopefully post another video tomorrow with whatever happens today. All right, guys, have a good Friday. Bye for now.